All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. The last match of the night in the Baddie Overwatch League. I'm AJS0, joined here with the one and only reigning MVP himself, 30. 30, are you ready for the best map in Overwatch?
Oh yeah, I love Volskaya Industries, and you should too.
I feel like Volskaya Industries is the type of corporation that would interfere in an American election. You know, if you've been following your Overwatch lore, I feel like maybe that's how we get from point A to point B. You know, if the Overwatch future does kind of come to fruition, I think Volskaya Industries is going to be a big part of it, not to be blowing my conspiracies out there or anything.
Yeah, no, I mean they have some mech warrior technology, some shady shit going down. What is this? Oh my god, look at this. On the point. There's a giant robot. Well, it's a half a robot. I think I might have actually just noticed this. This was a giant mech.
Yeah, dude, that's the first boss from Nier Automata. Just not quite built yet.
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
Yeah. I know the guys walking in the background. I see those guys. I just didn't know there was like a half body thing in the back here.
Yeah, dude, this is where they build them. That's what Volskaya Industries does.
Oh yeah, dude.
But fortunately, neither EasyClap nor Blabby's Dabs will have to fight those giant robots, although I guess Freefy and Senpai, and no wonder, all might be close. As we've got, coming out of these two teams, new pick out of Freefy, picking up the Reaper to round out the McCree that Senpai spent almost all last week on. Otherwise, pretty much what we expect out of these teams. Meanwhile, that hardcore dive Farah combo coming out of EasyClap to start here. And they're wasting no time. Oh, but Senpai wasted no time. Number 2 on that list, and apparently wants to make his way up to number 1.
That was a body shot followed by a headshot going through the Mercy pocket. So, impressive stuff out of Senpai.
Yeah, Heron, welcome to the Baddie League. We've got some hit scanners. But no wonder has made his way back up on top of the building here. UTech now joining them. They've kind of collapsed this line. They got 3 on each side of EasyClap, making their way onto this point here.
Yeah, but Freefy on the Blabby Stabs getting the first pick in, the second pick. I know Joe's gonna take one of those back for his own team here, but it's all blue kills in the kill feed here, and Blabby Stabs holds it.
Yeah, that was awkwardly engaged there. Shunidai must have whiffed a charge that I didn't catch, but he kind of ended up on the back of the point when I think he wanted to play with his front flankers there. And things looking good for Blabby's Dabs so far. And this is really the first side of resistance EasyClap have faced this season, as they did not have to try to secure their 3-0 last week.
Yeah. Oh, no wonder on the straights are here. He's going the far route here. Gonna try to maybe pull them back to the point.
Yeah, they have swapped UTech over to the Zarya, so first swap of the match as we see these teams starting to get their ults available. No wonder. Back in his usual perch, jumps in, drops the bomb, but only gonna nearly kill the tank. Heron finishes the job on Destruct, dude.
Yep, and EasyClap, they're pushing on this left side. Defensive sound barrier from Sword and Maze. Possibly a little bit too early here, but Huckleton with the res. It's an even fight, maybe make it an undi. Oh, actually, yeah, still even. Valkyrie pop for both sides. Senpai with the double Deadeye.
Yeah, both these Valkyries now stalling this fight out from up in the air. As they're about to start wearing a nice hammer down out of Shudai, going for the pin onto the D.Va, but D.Va just pushing it back off the wall. Shudai does finish Freefy off on the side of this fight though, as I think suicide calls may be coming out for Blabby's Dabs.
Yep, and that's it.
Like a cap by EasyClap.
Yep. So a couple fights there, they figured it out, switching UTech over to Zarya looked like it helped improve things, and 5 members on fire here for EasyClap. Gonna have a Rocket Barrage, maybe the Pulse Bomb and the Earth Shatter coming in here as they move towards the second point on Volskaya.
Yeah, we do see Freefy swapping off the Reaper onto Soldier, so it's going to be a double hit scan to make up for not having a Zenyatta trying to take Heron out of the sky here. Heron does have the currently only ult available. No wonder now with the Pulse Bomb as well, as UTech is just making his way up, but Senpai gets no wonder. Huge pick to start this fight. Now Heron out, coming out shooter. Heron trying to drop the Rocket Barrage, putting down some good damage, but only finds 1 kill there.
Yeah, it looked like he had an opportunity for a way more there, but it might have been a defense matrix, I'm not sure, but Soldier, Freefy on this high ground, trying to get displaced by Heron, but there are members for EasyClap on the point. There's the first take 4 members contesting. Where is Blabby Stabs? Here they are now.
Yeah, just now coming out of spawn, but it's going to be a really hard point to push into as we are just shy of a second tick here. If they can kill Sword and Mace, and they will. That's 2 ticks for Easy Clap. Both the healers down yet again for Blabby Stabs.
Ooh.
But Thor finds a huge double with the Diva Bomb, and that might save the game for now.
Oh, yeah.
No Wonder's trying to win this game on his own, not going to be able to. And we got to reset.
Yep. So the start of that fight at the very beginning, No Wonder got that pulse bomb. He like double blinks into the back line, but gets flash banged, punished immediately, and dies right away. Surely he was back into the fight quickly enough, but might have been the difference.
And that's going to be a really exciting matchup for me to watch. Probably the most exciting one in this game is Senpai and No Wonder, respectively, spent almost all of last week playing the McCree and the Tracer. And these guys looking like 2 of the best players in the whole league. Whoever gets the better of that skill matchup could see their team take at this match.
Yeah, absolutely. And Heron, another pick onto Sword and Mace, one of the healers down for Blabby Stabs here. Ultatami though, looking good. Here's the Valkyrie from Blabby Stabs.
Halkatoon playing this nice and high, keeping his team topped off to the best of his ability. As now we see Albino Joe popping his Valkyrie coming in. He's already got 2 res targets available, and he's only going to nab one of them. Doesn't seem to be able to find the Tracer. As Heron drops the Rocket Rush, finds a few kills. A lot of damage coming out of Easy Clap here. Super Jive dropping the hammer again, but a big pulse bomb going to finish off. The healers are dead, and I think this is going to be a cap with 3 minutes remaining from Easy Clap.
Yep. Oh, all members on fire. Pretty good focus. Starts off real sloppy, but they figure things out. Utek's Graviton channeled into the Shooter Dire Shatter will finish the last tick. Pretty good offense from Easy Clap out the gate here. You know, warming up, first game of the day for both these teams.
Yeah, and maybe fitting with the theme of the Baddie Overwatch League and Overwatch in general, a pretty offense-sided game. So I guess that's one of those, you know, if you're the first team to attack, or if you're playing that first round out like that, I feel like 3 minutes is enough time where either team can convince themselves they played well.
Yeah, the classic, like, oh yeah, we can do better. Or like, oh yeah, that was pretty good. Yeah, just building up that self-confidence and then gets completely torn down. Then these are sad.
Yeah, man, Overwatch, it's all about false confidence, isn't it?
It actually kind of is.
How much bullshit do you convince yourself, especially if you're playing solo queue, man? Like, we could get team killed in solo queue, and I'd be like, oh, it's fine, dude, they popped 2 ults for that.
yeah, it's chill. We got a minute 30 left. It's chill.
So,
okay.
Heading into this map, we got No Wonder swapping over to the McCree. Utek on the Diva, which, let me double check. Yeah, that's a new pick for you, Utek, this season. I mean, obviously only week 2, so nothing is too shocking to see as a new pick. But Heron playing the Junkrat, which he was playing when pretty much anytime he wasn't on Pharah last week. Otherwise, fairly standard across the board here. And on the offense, we're going to see Senpai Freethy going with McCree, Tracer. Otherwise, rounding out their general dive comp picks.
Yeah, I mean, just a slight variation on the classic Genji Tracer dive. And also Lucio going into the mix, then usually being that flex support for the meta here. But Blabby Stabs are going fast, and they speed right through the defense, through the right side, onto the point. So Blabby Stabs, or Easy Clap actually, they route themselves back, and they are holding on the point.
Yeah, they lose one, but Albino Joe bringing No Wonder right back to life. Awkward engage there. They lost Freaky really fast, and also Sword and Mace on Lucio split from the rest of his team. Not what you want to be doing with that speed boost. I don't think that was the play they drew up.
Yeah, yeah, good idea, but the execution a little sloppy. And now they choose the route towards the left of that truck. Winston Barrier try to block some of the span damage coming in, and here they are. Tanks for the Easy Clap for Blabby Stabs. They dive in, shoot a dive with the dive.
Yeah, looking for a big one there. As we do see Senpai maybe uncontested up here on the high ground. Putting on some good damage. He takes out Albino Joe. Big pick. Takes out the Mighty Wolf. Then both the healers down for Easy Clap.
Oh, completely uncontested. Chew Chris making another one. Wins the McCree duel. And there's a Deadeye kill.
Utek, you gave up 4 kills before pulling that man off of the high grounds.
Yeah, and he's got to have to go for the reset here. Oh man, actually does not choose to fall off. There he is. They could have staggered that a little bit harder. I'm upset for Blabby steps.
The hard stagger seems to be something that our league is still working on.
Yeah. And I mean, I guess you see a lot more with Anna in the meta. Fortunately, we don't see her a lot.
Let's watch out. It's a Mighty Wolf out pretty far. By the way, that's a swap over to Moira. That's a new pick for him. His attire is coming out.
Oh!
It's popped early.
He destructively just hops over it. That's... I guess I will take the misplay onto the junk tire there, but 3 kills from Easy Clap will stop this attack right in its feet.
Yeah, they're pushing on out. Maybe he's gonna keep pushing, see if they can find some more here, but I'm assuming not. UTech is still 40% away from a mech, so that's a nice pick out of No Wonder. That pretty much guarantees UTech will have a mech available for the next fight.
Blabby steps, so ult economy looking very strong. Gonna have 5 online. Only missing the Valkyrie, but Albino Joe on Easy Clap does have that Valkyrie, which could swing this fight considerably. Depending on where the people die and how easy it is for Albino Joe to access that with the Valkyrie. There's no soldier visor. They try to shoot out of the sky. The bomb starts off the fight. Sound barrier followed closely behind. Thor picks up the first kill of the fight. Deadeye in the far back by No Wonder. Not able to pick up anything though.
Yeah, now Hoggletoon is down, so he will not be seeing a Valkyrie this fight, but Albino Joe goes down as well. Mercy down, Mercy down. Let the team fight actually begin. We are seeing Blabby's dabs kind of swarm out of this point, looking like it should be a hold. As long as Hand can't get too much free damage out from the side, he does find Senpai. And actually, this is maybe looking alright, as I said, that they lose UTech. No Wonder now just kind of stalling his way around the point. As Albino Joe goes for a super free res, he gets it onto UTech. Dies on his way out to Thor's damage, though. As now we're seeing Easy Clap kind of look like they're going to hold us. There's a tire coming from the back end here, straight out of spawn. Looking for whatever it can find.
Boom!
And it's gonna get Hoggletoon, just for fun.
Oh, what? I mean, Blabby Savage, they're still fighting. They're still in this.
Yeah,
maybe a lack of focus from Easy Clap here. It looked like they had the numbers too. Another sound barrier from Sword and Mace. And it's really only him and Thor on this diva. And they're gonna go down. Easy Clap able to hold on for now.
One thing, I'm not liking Easy Clap's games. Sorry, I'm not liking Blabby's dabs games. As they are still Thor. Okay, that was an awful, awful play. So for those of you that maybe that are kind of new to Overwatch, you should not remech there. You should just die. If you remech there, you're still going to die, but you're also going to give an extra 500 health worth of ult charge for no reason.
Yeah.
In addition to delaying your own stagger by like an extra, 5 seconds. Just a kind of a very novice misplay, and Thor doesn't really play this game in the offseason, so that's kind of to be expected. So Thor, don't do that again. I expect you to pick this up from the bottom.
We're just trying to help players improve. Senpai, Albino Joe not behind the Rhine shield there. Senpai takes advantages and punishes, but Heron with the trade back. Rezzed up, Heron tire comes in. Nothing again though. Oh, actually it's a D-Mech.
Yeah, but getting some nice damage out here. Now there is a mech being dropped on the side from the floor, but it's in the Winston bubble, so not going to do much as Albino Joe gets Heron up again, goes down in the process. The Struck Dude Kamehamehaing off from the side. As this is probably going to be good for the defense, but still a lot of room for outplay in both directions here as Heron finishes things off with a bang.
Yeah, the double kill with the one mine on both supports. See you later. Junkrat, OP, and Easy Clap. Pretty good defense so far, only giving up a tick 2 minutes or less than 2 minutes and 30 seconds here. See what they can do. Shooter does have this Earth Shatter for the next team fight.
Yes, decent ult economy coming out of the defense here, as they are close on the Valkyrie, close on the Tracer. The only things close are the tank ults for the offense, which are probably the 2 least useful ults for them. As some high ground contest coming out of UTech here, played pretty far forward, helping his buddy Albino Joe buff those heal stats up.
Yeah, Senpai once again. It keeps getting these picks on this and maybe overextended members of Easy Clap. Tire comes through. Nothing again.
Gets popped there. The most awkward place I've ever seen a team held for this long.
Yeah.
The Sword and Mace drops the beat on the point, takes a few seconds, but it comes through. Self-destruct, going high, finds no one out of Thor. Now Albino Joe, Valk in the sky, Huckletune about 20% away from his. As this is looking good for the defense yet again. Kamehameha coming to finish this fight off, as Thor's going to get the team back here. And now we're looking at about 2 fights remaining for Blabby's Dabs.
Yeah, I mean, the only downside from Easy Clap there, they used very few ults, but the ults that they did use were both support ults, so they're not going to have Moira or Colossus or the Valkyrie for this next fight. Huckletune will have that Valkyrie up, Deadeye as well. All the ults now are coming online for the offense. This would be the fight, really, for Blabby Stabs.
Yeah, so let's see if they can take it. As they are jumping straight in with that Winston, who does not give a damn about playing around his bubble. Now we've got Huckletune coming in with the Valkyrie. Senpai finds a mech with his Deadeye's hair, looking for another big tire. He finds the Winston. That's 1 tank down for the attack here. As Farah looking for the back and ultimate. Puts out some good damage, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. There's still bodies on this point for Easy Clap.
The Valkyrie's still going for Huckletune on Blabby Stabs, so they are going to stay healthy. They're going to stay up 5 strong for the blue side here. UTech coming in. He actually has to
they body blocked him!
Oh, the flashbang into the slight boop off.
That's how you defend a point, people. And we are going to additional rounds here, as is now Batty Overwatch League tradition for 2CP.
I'm not a good loser.
But a pretty sizable advantage in favor of Easy Clap here. 3:46 remaining, just a minute left for Blabby's Dabs. So we will see Blabby's Dabs taking the first push here. And these teams very content not to switch many picks up, it seems.
Yeah, not too much switching. I mean, as far as like DPS goes, there's a lot of different options you can switch here on. Really, any 2CP map, just basically come at the point with different angles, whether it's up high in the Pharaoh or a sneaky Reaper from the flank. But Senpai, he is adamant about staying on this McCree. Free though, a little bit of flexibility there for Blabby Stabs. He saw him on the Pharaoh for a little bit there, but on the offense, minute left here. For Blabby Stabs, he's going to go back onto that Tracer. Actually ran the same comp they ran on the last attack on first point.
Yeah, these teams looking like they just want to go in and execute better. So we'll see if they can do that.
Yeah, and I think the little switch up here from Easy Clap, they are holding this high ground on the right side. Maybe they did it before, but I think they have flashbacks to Senpai taking everyone out. So key is to take him out. It'll boost left.
Yeah, Destructive Dude playing a little split from his team here, drawing some attention away from where his team is playing. His Creepy is toying around on this point. No wonder support's traded, but not the Mercies. Oh, there goes Albino Joe. There's no support for Easy Clap alive anymore, as there's no supports alive for anyone anymore. This is real Overwatch, folks.
He's doing it again. Senpai, the most uncontested McCree on the high ground, just walks up the stairs, stays there, no one chases after him, and it's only 2 members. It's gonna be a slow cap, but it will get capped.
Get back on the point, you fucking monkey!
No. Wait, no. Another novice mistake here, guys. When you're low health, but you're not gonna die, wait for your healers. Healers get ult charge.
Yes, we like ult charge. As a one-trick Mercy player until a week ago, I get irrationally angry about people grabbing health packs when they don't have to. But there is no stall here. Blabby Stabs charge for at this point. They find 2 right away. There is no opposing Valkyrie to bring them back up, although Huckletune is going to die in the process. This could be a huge tire if they find it. It's looking like it's a 3v3 on the point. A deep self-destruct pop by one team, and Thor fights 2 with that. How in the hell?
Yeah, it's looking really good for Blabby Stabs here. UTech gonna be the only one on the point right now. Gets D-Mech, Baby Diva gets smashed against the wall.
Your guy's trying to come out with the hammer down, but he's being blocked off by Winston. This is what you pick that monkey for. Is now Albino Joe hit swaps with Lucio, but it's not gonna be enough. With just a minute remaining, we see a 4-point play out of Blabby's Dabs.
Oh man, can we get some doctor's appointments for Easy Clap? Or did they have amnesia? Did they I think they just lost first point in the same exact fashion they did the first time around. And
So, folks, actually, let me fill you in, because you were obviously not watching the stream as you were playing it in Game 1. Overwatch is about two things. Kill and Mercy and high ground. And I went off on a pretty long high ground rant once tonight. I'm gonna do it again. I hope the stream is looking at this fucking high ground right now. Don't let the enemy DPS just sit up there and shoot at you, especially when they're a goddamn Masters McCree main. He will fuck your team up. He just did it twice. You take the diva, you just go up there, you say, hi, hello, please get down. If he resists, you force him down. You know, you got that little shift move, you can just boop him on down, you can be pretty gentle about it. If he still resists, call the goddamn police, but get him off of there.
yeah, it's yeah. I mean, I couldn't agree more. And I guess we'll see what happens this time around. It's gonna be a long hold, 3 minutes and 46 here for Blabby stats. But if they've set themselves up in a really good spot, really. I mean, they're going for the draw here, or I mean, they're going for the win, but at worst a draw. We'll see what happens. Senpai in the way far back platform as McCree. He is getting damage boosted by Helkatune on this Mercy. But the Tracer harass begins.
Yeah, fortunately for EasyClap, does not instant tap any of the Pharmacy down this time, as we are seeing some nice pushing forward onto this flank out of EasyClap. But they do lose Shooter Die. They are now starting to make their way to the point where they've lost 2, make that 3. And I think these guys should probably be calling retreat here, as they are not quite knowing when to give up on this fight. Maybe could have jumped off there, but still got a while to play here.
Yeah, Aaron's gonna just float away. He'll get out of that fight. But actually, they did learn. They jumped UTech going up onto that high ground in zone Senpai out of the fight. But really, it's the rest of the team for Blabby Stabs that comes through. Freefy, most notably, he's gonna get that rib tire very, very soon here. But Heron on this fair, enough ult charge for a rocket barrage himself.
There we go. We got UTech going up there on the Senpai, forcing him to back off a bit. As Heron playing very aggressively in the high ground here, but they do get Senpai. That's huge. Although they lose 3 in the process, maybe not huge enough. As Heron looks like he wants to keep fighting. This is the pop of rocket barrage. Most of it can be eaten by Thor, but he did find a kill first. Some awkward miscoordination there out of EasyClap, and a Helkatune brings Sword Mace back up. And ultimately going to be a fire ult wasted.
Yeah, when you ult in that 3v6 situation, you will most of the time lose it, especially with the defense matrix all the way up there. Slight misplay there from EasyClap, but they are coming back. They still have some time, minute 48 left. No wonder with the pulse bomb, let's see what he can get with that.
We see this fight getting very, very split here, but no one is going to go down early before Freefy's higher. And now we see Valkyrie coming out of Albino Joe. Helkatunes is not far behind. Albino Joe bringing the Tracer back to life. As Thor gets 2 with that Diva Bomb on the points. Albino Joe can only res one of them, so there's no Reinhardt available in this fight for EasyClap. But I don't know if he's going to... Oh! Getting a huge Valkyrie here from the healing put out as Freefy chucking out the damage. And this is going to be another hold for Blabby's Dabs. And now, I think we're hitting panic time for EasyClap on Volskaya Industries.
Oh yeah, without a doubt, Albino Joe goes down at the very end of that fight. Less than a minute left now for EasyClap.
With the time to set up, this could be one fight territory. It's going to be very awkward to set up on a second fight if there is one. And that's not even thinking about the second point yet.
Yep, but luckily there's going to be 3 ults up for EasyClap, Rocket Rush, Urge Shatter, and the Sound Barrier. So a nice mix of CC, some shields, and a lot of damage. Let's see what they can do.
Yeah, watch out for Freefy's tire. If he finds something big here, it will be game ending. His Sword Mace once again popping that Lucio ult super preemptively, but no wonder does find a pick on his Senpai. Freefy only gets to Mighty Wolf with the Rip Tire. Now Helkatune is down though, this could be huge, but Heron goes down, does not get anything really with that rocket barrage, but it might have created enough pressure. Thor trying to find something, and he finds the Tracer with the Diva ult. He always finds these easy kills, and Albino Joe gets a res onto the bottom. This is a big man advantage for Easy Clap at this point. As Thor is trying to stall and doing a pretty damn good job. Senpai and Freaky have now arrived, and they're going to try to win the game right here. Has not even been a tick over yet to Easy Clap as they just finally take it. But this is looking like time has been stalled. But no, there go the DPS for Blabby Stabs. And I think this is going to be a point. Now, they have to be very careful not to give up picks here, as we do see a nice push forward. Oh, this was so dangerous.
Oh.
Easy Clap is going to get to this point before spawns happen.
Oh, that's huge. They actually came back. They wanted to fight again.
Oh, that was so greedy out of Blabby Stabs. And it might cost them a draw here, as now we see Albino Joe popping the Valkyrie over this point. They take out Freaky already. Parents putting out some good damage here, and they're zoning everyone off at this point. Sordenay's doing the Lucio thing up in the air, but it's not enough. That is a lot of members down. Hugatude gets a raise onto Freaky, but Hugatude goes down in the process. Sordenay's popping the ult, just trying to buy time here. The title comes out, it takes Albino Joe out of the sky. They have to be careful not to Cloud9 here. UTech finds Thor with his ult. This is a huge advantage, Easy Clap. There is now a May on the point at the hands of Senpai.
Blabby Stabs, Hugatoon is gonna get this Valkyrie 94%, but he is so good. He gets taken out by UTech. The hero of the 3K takes out the Stall Queen and May as well. Overtime is still ticking. It is so close. Third shadow for sure to die. Easy Clap not going down without a fight. Another Rocket Barrage, and there it is.
Oh, that's so embarrassing from Blabby Stabs. They had that win. They got greedy, and they decided to try to contest the first point. They only had one fight they had to win with a perfect setup on point 2, and they still greeded for the first point. And now we're going to round 5.
Yep, here 1 minute left because both teams finished in that overtime. So it's real. I mean, this is like one fight, maybe 2 fights if you're fast with a Lucio for either side on attack.
Yeah, and both these teams have been running the Lucio all night, so I assume we're going to see more of it.
Yep. So Mace pretty much interlocks Lucio every game.
Although the Mighty Wolf is picking the Moira to start here, he has been the Lucio player for his team. Albino Joe stuck on permanent mercy duty, so there will not be one for the defense if they lose anything here. I do like that pick though, maybe a bit better than the defensive Lucio. I think the Moira is really good here, especially on the first point. I think the Moira is very good in general. Probably my favorite pick in the game.
Moira?
Oh yeah, fucking great.
Yeah.
There are some commentators spreading some Moira hate falsehood on this very stream.
Whoa.
Viewers, don't listen to the liberal lies. Moira is great.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yep. And Blabby Stabs, same exact composition. They are sticking by their guns. They like running this. Let's see what happens. They boost left through the hallway, and they're looking for some high ground here. Destructude maybe getting caught out on the side. Actually, the tank line is held back, but Senpai gets the DMAC onto UTech to start this one off. No run on the soldier though.
That's their high ground contestant. Senpai's able to make his way up there, and now but Senpai does move down, so much for holding that high ground. If you're dead, Albino Joe dead. It's a 2 for 2 so far. Now there are no heals available for Easy Clap.
Yo, the shooter die is really the only one contesting this right now. No healers for Easy Clap. Aaron's the only one left alive. Mine jumps out of there, but it's Thor is the last man standing. He will cap this point very slowly. Senpai though with the reinforcements. With the soldier.
They can get the tick. They do get the ticks. Now every percentage point counts in terms of playing for this win. Every second they can keep UTech off this point matters, as they're going to inch their way towards probably get the second tick. As Albino Joe diving in very aggressively. Probably should have played behind one of his teammates there.
Yeah, very odd there, but no wonder. Now they're staggering. Easy Clap is coming in at this point, but the number advantage is too much.
Shooter guy's charging on, but he's not on the point. He's not actually contesting. They're going to do the same thing they just did.
30 seconds.
Here it is. The DPS for Blabby Devs, they are way far in the front. Senpai on the soldier, Free Fire on the Tracer. They're just waiting for their front line, and they're ready to go.
The dude jumping straight onto that point as UTech's trying to find something in the back here. But they can't keep getting away with this. Puckle 2 popping the Valkyrie going up in the air. UTech does find the bomb kill. And now actually a lot of people off a nice double res from Puckle 2. As there's a Moira beam coming off the side here, putting on some decent damage and actually going to take Mercy out of the sky. There are no kills available for Blabby Stabs, but they're already at 50% on the second point. as I think this is going to come to an end. But, God, you got to think a point and a half with a minute is still a pretty big win.
Yeah, I mean, just taking the first one on those guys with the minute is just good in itself. And Blabby Sabs, I think they're pretty happy with that attack. Let's see what they can do on defense here. Easy Clap, not the sharpest on their attacks. They took a while on the very first round on attack. So we'll see what they can do here.
Yeah, there's just a lot of moments where it feels like in the heat of the moment, both of these teams, the strategy is kind of collapsing. I mean, reverting to the stuff you would see in 6 solo queue comp games. And that's really been costing both of these teams big. If either of them can kind of clean some of that up in the heat of the moments, they're going to be looking a lot better as this series goes forward.
Okay. So Shooter once again always on that Reinhardt, but Utek not going towards his dive tanks of preference either in D.Va or Winston. He's going to just start right off the gate with Zarya, which is, I think, a really smart pick. Ryan Zarya comps very good, especially with that speed boost with Lucio, but he's probably looking to build up that Graviton and have it ready for second point.
Yeah, and if they stick with these picks, it's going to be a, actually, it's a 4-tank
the quad
coming
tank
out of Easy Clap. So they've got
Yes.
Moira, Mercy as their healers, and a hell of a lot of... Actually, Alvaro just switching to the Lucio at the very last second. No Mercy, but maybe not going to be necessary for this comp. But they just got to be careful walking through this Junkrat there, not leading with the Reinhardt shield, as Reinhardt's actually in the very back of C with a nice hook on the Thor. They're going to get an early D-Mech here. It's the D.Va from Heron putting out some pressure on the flank. But yet again, Senpai finding free damage up on the high ground.
He's just standing still at this point. There's nothing for him to do. Flashbang headshot, Shooter goes down. But the tanky, the meaty front line for Easy Clap, they're still holding on. They are only down to one support being Moira. But can they stick together? Can they get these heals down? The tire from V3 ends the last support's life, and this is 15-14 seconds. This is it.
This is it. They have a Lucio, but they're not going to get 6 out of this point. And they have 4 tanks, man. Somebody has to go up there on that McCree as Senpai picks Shooter Die out of the sky as he's coming in, and I think that's going to do it. A win for Blabby's Daps. So it may have dropped the ball earlier, but it does not cost them the map.
Play of the game.
Yeah, so they hold strong and they deliver the first map loss to Easy Clap this season. Heron with the fair play of the game here. Let's see. This is in the first round. Easy Clap going for it. There's the rocket barrage. Gets Senpai in the 5-player kill streak.
God, that was a map.
Yes, it was. Yeah, 2CP. Real climactic and then anticlimactic at points. So now with that out of the way, we move on to Dorada.
I would really enjoy playing an Overwatch rail shooter.
On the payload from a first-person perspective.
Yeah, like you just go to the arcade, you put in a quarter, you get to, be McCree or Soldier, and you're just watching, like, you get to establish up on the high ground, no one jumps at you. You gotta prioritize which targets to shoot first.
Yeah, I think that'd be fun, dude. I mean, Time Crisis. You've played Time Crisis. Every people play Time Crisis.
Oh, yeah.
I love that shit. That was so fun.
Alright, so we've got Dorado coming up next here, so fortunately a pretty undrawable map. Even though we didn't have a draw there. But we get dangerously close.
Mm-hmm.
Just double checking to make sure these teams are ready. And maybe we're going to have a moment here, so let's talk some more about high grounds. Because this is another map with a lot of high grounds to contest.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, whether it's that first point around the bend there, or that super deadly high ground on the streets phase in the second point here. That if a defensive team can hold it, it can be really threatening and really punishing for the offense.
Yeah, Easy Clap is going to have to be very careful to not let Senpai do that for the fourth round in a row, I guess would be the proper way to say it.
Yeah. Yeah, we saw him switch over to Soldier there at the very end to try to maybe get to that second point faster. It did help there, and I wonder if he's going to pull out the McCree here. Very good on first point. I could see Soldier being a little bit better on the second point, but I think he's going to stick to his guns here on McCree.
The way he's played, I don't think he's quite as confident in his Soldier as he is in his McCree. He's almost exclusively played the McCree, and I mean, to be real, if you're good enough at one of them and not that good at the other one, you can pretty much stick to just playing one of them the whole time.
Mm-hmm. So here we are. We'll see what either teams pulls out. Oh, Senpai. It's,
not gonna get my hopes up.
Yeah.
He's trolling us. They know.
Yeah. We already saw some Widow play today. Dano22 breaking it out a little bit. I think Ninja Plez, Ninja Apples, my daddy, pulling it out a little bit earlier.
But instead, it's going to be Senpai swapping over. Oh! I was excited. But we do see actually some roll swaps coming out here for Blabby's Dabs. Sword and Mace off of heal duty onto Orisa. Thor picking up the Mercy, which frees Huckletune to play not Mercy, which in this case means Moira.
Yeah, so it looks like Easy Clap, they're going to be on the offense here to start off Dorado, and they're running just a pharmacy dive, but no Zen yet. I mean, the Mighty Wolf, he is probably playing that flex support role, Vinyl Joe being that steady Mercy, but it looks like Zen's not in his hero pool yet. Ooh, nice. Orisa hog combo for the defense here. Let's see if they can combo any halts into hooks. And Tracer, no wonder. He's going through the basement. He's going for that flank. Just try to be really annoying on this Tracer. Push the payload. Why not? Easy Clap. I don't know. They stood there for a second.
Next level shit, dude. I can't play chess in that many dimensions. Apparently, as we do see UTech jumping in, being followed up by his Diva, as they are now all over this high ground. Once again, giving up on the cart, just trying to control this high ground. But they're going to lose their Tracer. Now there's a nice hook on a Shooter Die, who is off the Reinhardt. Did not notice.
Yeah, oh, but certainly he jumps down on this Orisa onto the payload by himself. Maybe a slight overextension, but there it is. His team's in the back, waiting for him. Huckletune now on that Moira as well. So able to AoE heal these beefy frontliners for Blabby Stabs.
Thor does get the res onto Senpai, so this is looking good for Blabby's Dabs on the defense as they are officially fighting in the Moira zone under this bridge.
Oh, big halt there. Brings all the squishies together, but what can they get out of it? The hook into the baby Diva. And kills is being traded back and forth here. It should favor the offense if they keep trying to get these picks. And Senpai goes down, no wonder, with another kill and a free feed. That's going to open it up.
So Mighty Wolf pushing forward with a big Moira beam. Coalescence.
Yeah, not expecting any kills there, but it looks like a quote-unquote zoning ult.
Yeah, it bought him some time.
It bought him some time, but it does push them under that car wash scenario past the statue here, and they're reaching point one here, but Destructive Dude, the whole hog is channeled, pocketed by the Valkyrie up Mercy.
Yeah, they are getting Winston all over the backline. Senpai actually popping the Deadeye to take him out. Now Banjo going in for a greedy res, but gets Senpai again. Now a nice rocket barrage coming out, finds some damage on it too.
Oh, that was huge. The flashbang shuts down the Valkyrie out of Vinyl Joe. That's real heads up, and they're actually going to lose this fight. It's pretty devastating, but it's going to be a reset. A minute 47 left for Easy Clap.
Yeah, good hold from Blabby's Dabs there.
Yep, but the ult economy looking pretty expended for them. Not really that much better on the Easy Clap side, so a lot of ults used in that finishing fight. But I think the defense still might be in control here. This Orisa Hog might be tough to crack through as well again.
Yeah, Heron trying to do something on a deep flank here on the Pharah. He's got a nice window to play with, and he's pulling Senpai very far back to contest it, which is going to be a big help for his team as they're trying to work their way from the red here. Now the Winston from UTEC jumping on in. Gets sucked out of his bubble, though. And UTEC's taking a lot of damage, actually. UTEC mostly chunked out, but Albino's able to keep him alive, as now we see Shooter Guy tossing in the team ult.
He got stuck in the ledge!
That was bad. But Dividing Wolf does find a kill on the floor. Now that's 2 down for Blabby's Dad to make that 3. There's no kills for Blabby's Dads. I assume this is going to be a point take for them as they're mopping this fight up.
Yeah, no wonder popping off again on this Tracer. He's really coming into his own. He might have been Resident Sleeper on that first map, but he's locked and loaded.
Yeah, so now let's keep an eye on the ledge, folks. Who will control the high ground of the bank? So far, it's looking like Easy Clap with a Winston, a Pharah, a Diva all up there. Thornton Mace, you lonely little robot, get the hell back to your team. As UTEC actually played this very deep. Finds a kill on the Senpai. I didn't catch the setup there, but this team playing very, very deep here. Buying the cart a lot better. The Sword Mace is nowhere near anyone on his team either. Huckle2 does find the kill onto the Pharah though, so maybe this was not executed quite perfectly as Blabby's Dabs out pushing their way forward.
Ooh, and there goes it down. So the trio, the Tracer, Winston, Pharah for Easy Clap, they push forward. They're looking for those daggers, looking to move the defense off this payload. It's successful, but they go down in the end, and now it looks like Easy Clap is, or Blabby Stabs rather, getting control back.
And now a nice reestablish on this cart here out of Blabby's Dabs as we have a Moira Tracer playing pretty aggressively here in the vaults. I don't even know what the fuck that building is. But a lot of ults available. Actually, 6 ults up here for the blue team. Nothing coming out of that Demon Bomb Shooter guy who is going to mech just to lose it again right away. Now the cart finally starting to push forward. Pharah kind of establishing up on the high ground, not really being contested as there comes a ult in the back from the Pharah. Finds 3 kills but goes down at the end. Albino Joe gonna come in, bring Heron back to life. Does this look like a good push for Easy Clap?
Team wipe, yeah, the full team wipe for Blabby Stabs, and they did it on value too. They didn't blow that many ults, only 2 expended from Blabby Stabs, but they're gonna lose the point. They still have 4 in their bank.
Yeah, still only 2.5 minutes here. There's a Sword and Mace. Oh, we actually do have some role swapping coming out. So Thor swapping over to Diva, Sword and Mace go back to Lucio. So flipping roles there. And that means Huckle2 has to swap back to the Mercy as well. So 3 swaps out of Blabby's Dabs. While business as usual for Easy Clap here, who still have a tough push to do in 2 minutes.
Yeah, especially against this free Junkrat. It's a Junkrat heaven here on 3rd point. Dorado. He does have that tire, but he actually falls down onto the wrong side. Aaron with the direct shot takes him out to start this one off.
Yeah, ooh, that's 3 kills fast, including Huckle2. So no resurrects available here. They should be able to get back out and contest at the end of this point, but this is going to be a deep push coming out for Easy Clap. As Heron looking to push here. If they can find another pick, this would be so huge. But it doesn't look like they will. Oh, they do get a team. Oh, that will be big.
Oh! Wait, was this a pulse bomb in the spawn? No, it wasn't. It was just right outside, waiting in the sidelines. That's huge.
Get caught with their pants down, and that's gonna be it. A minute and a half remaining. Easy Clap to .3.
Oh, thanks, so yeah. That location stuff was called over there.
Well, the problem is, if I start doing that, I'm gonna be calling out every team's always holding over there, and I'm a better caster than that. At least I try to be.
Yeah, you know, something I haven't taken note of from watching Overwatch League so far, are the casters defining names for certain locations on maps?
I'm catching some of it.
Yeah, like some real obvious ones, like really obvious ones that everyone does already. But I mean, I just love that there'd be even more like sort of finer tuned, defined names for certain spots. And surely as Overwatch grows and lives on, that will develop. Hopefully. Instead of left, right, up, over there, behind me, help, I'm dying. You guys suck. I'm reporting you. At
least there's a general front and back, whether you're on attack or defense, you know. This isn't like PUBG where you've got somebody calling out he's flanking left.
Behind that tree.
That's better than the left call out.
That's
if
true.
you've ever called out he's there to the left in PUBG, we'll play a fighting game or something.
Yeah. Not like this. Senpai ending his life in spawn.
Attackers incoming.
So easy clap. Minute 29 from their offensive push there. Switching over to the defense, they will also utilize the Orisa Hog defense here. Very strong in small choke points like this. Very static as well. Not a lot of movement required here on the defense for first point Dorado.
Yeah, the one real swap gonna be no wonder over to the Soldier 76. So something we've seen a little bit out of him last week. I think this is the first time he's picked it tonight.
Oh yeah, that's a good note. A little Soldier really good on defense. If you want that hit scan, you want that steady DPS damage. Soldier is your guy. He's better than McCree. He's better than Tracer. See what he can do.
I like that back. Meanwhile, Farah and Reaper coming out of Blabby's dabs. They're pushing this card back forward. Otherwise, kind of sticking to what we know them to do: the dive tanks, the Mercy Lucio.
That shield, so clutch, blocks the boop from Senpai.
There we go, Destruct Dude going in. Zones everyone back with just a little Winston jump, and now they've secured themselves under this bridge.
Oh, they're moving fast. They are already pushing the card up. But where's just the board here? The Orisa shield goes down for the defense here, and now they're following through onto this damage. Blabby Stabs maybe falling down with no front line. A baby diva as well, and UTech landing the hooks, landing the damage.
Yeah, really nice defense there out of Blabby's dabs, taking the staircase back and testing from the low ground instead of going for an over-aggressive drop, and a nice late pick onto the Reaper there. And now this is, once again, the Moira zone. Let me tell you, those of you that don't play Moira, this right here, this is the Moira zone. You can't fuck with her here.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of maps with some good Moira zones, but yeah, this is one of them, and it's very good. Senpai over the top to start the fight off, instantly taken out by the opposing Farah.
Way too aggressively on a Senpai there, and it couldn't have crossed in this team. Is now Sword and Mace gonna get the Lucio ult. It does go on the Farah there. Nice resurrect out of Hunter who is playing this nice high in the sky. 3P gets 2. Now Albino Joe also popping his Valkyrie, but he's gonna go down pretty early. Only got 1 res there.
Oh, really on the side with the Reaper, I didn't pick anything up with that, but those first 2 kills from him, very impactful. Albino Joe, he did pop Valkyrie second, which usually means you're in a better spot. You can win the fight, but he gets taken out before the second res can come through. And Blabby Stabs take first point relatively easy.
Yeah, we'll have tank ults going to this next fight, but there are DPS ults available for easy clap, although they're not at all close on the other floor. And there we go, Soldier in the high ground, popping the attack visor very early, but I think that was a little too aggressive on it. No wonder. Well, he does find the Farah somehow, but I still don't know if they're going to even contest any ground out of this, as Herod's trying to put damage up from in the air. Posture Akabrosh look very content to play this one out. He finds 2 there. The healers for Blabby Stabs both going to die. There's a nice push coming out here.
Yeah, that's huge. It's a good stagger. Senpai just got up, and now he's coming back into the fight. Lands 1 direct rocket, but shoot, he's flying up in the sky, helping his Farah out. Air superiority goes over to easy clap.
Yeah, so really good ult advantage though coming out here for Blabby's dabs. They're sitting on 3, the other 3 all over 70.
Yeah, they're stacking them up again.
Yeah, Albino Joe gonna need to be big with his Valkyrie here, the only ult available for his team at the moment. And there we go, Mighty Wolf dies as he pops the Coalescence, takes the Valkyrie res from Albino Joe. Is Albino Joe trying to stay free of pressure here?
The death boss on the point, the sound barrier coming again, but I mean, no one's on the point for Easy Clap. They're not really pushing it. Or sorry, Blabby Stabs, they are pushing it, but where is Easy Clap?
Yeah, Easy Clap defending from some really awkward angles that kind of got split and conquered there. And now Huckletune's popping his Valkyrie. He wants the res Senpai, he wants the res Destructive Dude, and he wants to cap the second point. Easy Senpai popping a pretty deep Mara ult, so gonna zone anyone that may have tried to contest. Now it's just 2 members close. And make that 3. Well, make that 2. The tanks on the point here, they look like they want to contest this, but they're going to die pretty fast. Dude popping a D-ball, trying to buy time here. He does find the fair up, but I don't think that's going to be enough. The Mighty Wolf gets out there. He probably needs to back that ass up, and he's going to. 4 minutes remaining for Blabby Stabs here, looking very good.
Yeah, and they did use all 6 ults. They spread them out over time, and they get that payload to its second point here, and picking up a couple more stagger kills on the way out. Not gonna hurt them as the door opens up and the payload pushes through.
Yeah, everyone playing pretty far off each other. No one wants to set up too aggressively here as we see Senpai going to his favorite high ground, which is any of them.
On that McRae.
UTech trying to go up there to contest him, but does buy time for No Wonder to get up there. They've actually got 3 up there now, so McCree kind of backing off as Destruct D jumping on up as a Rocket Barrage coming out of here. Finds Humble Tune.
The Demon Matrix ate all of that up, but he did snag in that Mercy kill, and that is going to be a tough fight for Blabby Stabs. Let's see what they can do. Maybe not much shooter die. He's swinging and he's D-meching. No Wonder picking up the kills, and Blabby Stabs, they have to route out of here.
Nice hold. Did not take too much out of their economy either. It was just the coalescence they popped during that fight. And I guess the fair ult's fairly early, I believe.
Yep.
But they are in a decent spot on ult economy here as they're closing in off the ults. But Blabby Stabs is in a very good spot on ult economy here. Sitting on 4, 73% on the Valkyrie, even 60 on Senpai.
Yeah, I mean, this seems like a very conscious decision by Blabby Stabs. Most of these game-winning fights, they just store up all of the ultimates with the Primal Rage. It's gonna get real monkeying up in here, and he's gonna knock everyone back. Tac Visor down the hallway does pick up Sword and Mace. So Blabby Stabs may be pushed back here. Yeah, they're gonna have to wait for the respawn.
Yeah, I did not get much out of those 2 ults they popped. Rough fight.
Oh yeah, that's a very good point. Primal Rage, yeah, not effective. So down to 4 here. Heron, he's got that Rocket Barrage up again.
There we go. Huggletune popping the first Valkyrie of the fight as Freebie finds Shooter dies. Senpai going down though, he gets rezzed by Huggletune as Heron finds just 1 with the Rocket Barrage, but he is having his health bar tickle down fast. Huggletune gets a second res off as we do see a Devo come in. Senpai finds 2 out of the sky.
Senpai, the positioning on him, he was in the way back in this like weird cubby area. I guess maybe they just didn't see him from Easy Clap, and it's looking rough. UTech's on the wrong side of the wall here. They gotta rush out. They gotta contest this point. There it is. The Mighty Wolf starts it 1 off. UTech jumps in, and now 4 strong for Easy Clap. But no ultimates. No Wonder he went down with the Visor, but Shooter die. He's gonna be the last one. Earth Shatter picks up 2.
But I don't think that's enough, and it's going to be a push from Blabby's Dab. So these teams only 24 seconds apart on the 3-point push.
Once again, a very even map between these 2 teams. This is a good match.
Yeah, this is very competitive through and through. We'll see if these teams try to change much up heading into the second round here. I'm not expecting much to change, given the way these teams have been playing so far. As I respect these teams taking the Dallas Fuel approach of simply trying to go for the most maps possibly played.
Oh man, that feels bad for Dallas Fuel fans, obviously.
Yeah, well, fortunately, I'm not one of you Baka white people afraid to root for an Asian team, as me and my Seoul Dynasty are going to win the stage 1, win the season 1, and then Based Korea is going to win the World Cup again. As it was foretold. Not too late, friends.
Yeah,
we all
I mean,
welcome
like,
Korean bandwagon.
Like,
if you're scared, you can bandwagon the entire country if you'd like. That gives you 3 shots of winning the Overwatch League. Pretty much a guarantee. I won't think less of you for that, even if you're scared to go all in on one team. I do recommend the Seoul Dynasty.
yeah.
But I don't recommend Blabby Stabs or Easy Clap because they're not in the Overwatch League and therefore they cannot win it. But they are in the Maddie Overwatch League, which is pretty damn close. And we've got a swap coming up here. Albino Joe playing Anna for the first time. The Mighty Wolf playing Farrah for his team.
Wow,
It's on the Roadhog, which is a pretty new pick.
That is quite a change. I don't think I've ever seen Albino Joe play this Anna. But just looking for a mix-up here. Maybe looking for some clutch grenades. Some anti-heals as well, but Easy Clap, they got the shield up, they got the hog here. beefy guys in front. What can they do? But the dive comes through from Blabby's dab. Store going in, but he gets demexed. But he's gonna get supported by his tank line as well. Freefeet, once again, it's almost like Deja Vu gets the double kill near the statue here. But no wonder a very early tag visor for himself here. A lot of it's gonna get eaten up though by the defense matrix. Tire comes through and he gets taken out by Senpai. He is the tire killer. A true deadeye on this McCree, and Blabby Stabs, they're gonna pick up the first point here. Just
Nice
nearly
fight
before
out of
overtime.
Blabby Stabs. Yeah, they're gonna. Now they don't get any extra time here. That's how the straight payload maps work. So they have a long way to go, but every inch going to count here.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. And it really, now for the defense here in Easy Clap, it's all about winning just one fight. But it's gonna be rough. The ult economy, not as good as Blabby Stabs. They're gonna have 4 online, maybe even another one soon. Destructive Dude, channels that Primal Rage, he knocks Easy Clap off the high ground, but then they just take it right back.
That was a very effective Primal Rage. Bought a lot of space for his team to push forward, though, as he looks ready to give his life up top, at least scaring people off of the high ground. There's Bullhawk coming out, Lucio ult coming out of the offense here. No wonder raining down for free, doing his best dirty impression, other than the part where he finds the kills.
Bingo, mob battle.
Still going. There's a nano Roadhog coming in. He's in everyone's shit right now, but he doesn't fight. Any kills is now tag visor coming out of nowhere down this high ground. This is the play he's been waiting for. He's now jumping down to contest with his team, in his team. They find a lot of the dabs, and I think this great push on the offense finally going to come to an end. But 59.5 meters, that cart went pretty damn far.
Yeah, without a doubt. I mean, that's... I mean, on that first point, Dorado, it depends on really where you stop them, but usually they get one fight there. They lost a point, and then you usually can get 2 fights here on the streets phase, but luckily they're able to finish it off in that first one for Easy Clap. So they hold them there. They have more time, minute 29, but it's not much. It's maybe a fight.
Yeah, and remember, that means they also have to keep winning while they are on top of the carts. And of course, the pressure of you can't ever abandon the cart entirely, and it looks like, ooh, I have a feeling they're actually going to commit to this Bastion.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. The pirate ship strategy, very famously solidified on Junkertown, but it works. I mean, it's actually been in Overwatch for a while, but Junkertown really brought it to the main front.
Yeah, before the release of Junkertown, I do feel Dorado was, I guess Dorado and Route 66 were the maps for it.
Yep.
And that's where we kind of toyed with the idea, and then, you know, there was that disbelief when it became the meta composition on Junkertown.
Oh, I guess, I mean, Orisa wasn't back there in the day. Orisa really makes this effective.
Yes, yes. But so they are going all in on this. They have the double shields here. The Mighty Wolf and the Lucio, maybe not the ideal pick for this comp.
Yeah. Not
That's
exactly.
the only one I would really consider swapping.
Yeah.
We do see a pretty far back hold out of Blabby's Dabs, so they might be caught off guard when this Bastion comes around. Thor maybe got a peek on it there.
Senpai, he is on this high ground. He's just sort of peeking over, not letting his little cowboy hat show. He's looking for something here. Takes a couple rockets though, but he is pocketed by Uncle Toon's Mercy. Ooh, dangerous.
Being so cautious here. Now the tank's jumping onto this cart, storming the Bastion, but the Bastion will not die.
Senpai is on the top there. He does take out Heron, so now he's going to be completely uncontested. There's no mobility to get up there as he rains down the damage. No wonder on this Bastion. He has to retreat now. And Blabby stabs. There's a tire, and they end that fight definitively.
Those health bars dropped so fast across the board for Easy Clap, and now they have a Bastion with configuration tank available, so they are going to try to ride this one out, which means they will be playing Bastion presumably through the end of this match.
Yeah, you kind of had to commit at this point, and Bastion maybe not the most ideal pick coming into the streets phase, so let's see what they can do here. They're waiting for their front lines to set up. Orisa shield's down. Heron, he's going over the top. He's going to try to battle Senpai with the Mercy Pocket as well. But honestly, I'll take the McCree over the Pharah any day. But the Mighty Wolf, he's going for that flank on Lucio onto Senpai. Tries for the boom. There it is, the critical onto Senpai. They take him out on the flank. But Freefeet takes out the Bastion on the front.
Albano Joe, though, with the Resurrect on the Bastion. Does not have the Valkyrie for another 10%, but the Mighty Wolf with a big Lucio ult on all 6 there. This could be huge because this buys Albano Joe. He's got the Valkyrie available, and Uncle Tune has died for Blabby's dabs. Harris put some damage out. Just no wonder is that behind the cart. This should push this cart quite a way forward. Stabs needs to do the smart thing and reset here, and they are. As Herod trying to push here, they will still get another fight to decide this game.
Yep.
As we have some big ults available. Both Valkyries are available. No wonder it's 75. We'll probably get a tank if he doesn't get insta-gift here. Shooter Die has the hammer down. This is going to be an explosive end to this match. Keep an eye on Thor with the Diva Bomb. Gonna hopefully be able to take out Bastion.
Yeah, the Diva Bomb, that ult, it usually doesn't get a lot of characters in this game, but a setup Bastion is definitely the one to go for. Heron over the top, he's just trying to zone out Senpai on that high ground though, but the Mine gonna pick up the Mighty Wolf up first. Oh, the tire picks up on Biochill once again as he goes into the Valkyrie. Senpai taking out the Pharah, and this looks like it's it, folks. The Earth Shatter, it's so juicy, it's so big.
There's no damage to follow up, no damage, just a Lucio and a Diva damage to help alongside that Reinhardt will not be enough. And Thor horribly whiffing that Diva ult doesn't matter as Free Fee comes up huge. And Blabby's dabs once again clutch out a close game in the very last fight.
No wonder on this legendary Tracer, here it is.
This was so sick.
Oh, nice.
He even gets the spray.
Solid stick there. Gets the grouped up squishies. No wonder he's the good DPS for this team, man. 32% of the team's damage. So Blabby's Dabs, 2 map wins already delivered to Easy Club as they lose their first 2 of the season. So maybe some devastation in the Easy Clap camp. Maybe some unknown variables. But we move into our last map of the night, folks. What is our last map of the night? Hollywood, there it is. And this is a fun one. This is my favorite, one of my favorite maps in the game. I think it's a favorite for a lot of people, actually. I'm not sure. Is it the gameplay? I think it's the aesthetic is pretty nice as well. A lot of variance as well. But really, this first point is where teams can get pretty creative on their defenses and also on their offenses. You can see Maywall's being used on either side. Symmetra, this is really one of the maps where you could pull her out. Granted, we don't see a lot of her ever, really anywhere anymore. So, and Albano Joe, though, he is known to play Symmetra. He's played it many times already in the Batty Overwatch League. But I doubt we'll see it today. Mercy, too high a priority. And then that secondary flex support, whether that's a Zen, Lucio, or Anna, or Moira. All better alternatives here. Yeah. Still waiting on some folks here from Blabby Stabs, but a really good match, really competitive match so far. Probably the best one of the night, if I had to say so. And these teams looking like they're top of the pack. Blabby Stabs, so they are surging forward, taking 2 off the undefeated Easy Clap. So they're really in the driver's seat here. A lot of momentum going into this last one, but Easy Clap, they're not out of it yet. I mean, every map win counts here in the Batty Overwatch League. To remind folks, playoffs, 5-team gauntlet, the 6th team, the one with the lowest amount of map wins, is eliminated. So really, map wins they count. It's not the match score; it's the map wins themselves, and we're getting some readies from both teams, and we should load into Hollywood.
Nothing like a good old-fashioned baddie Overwatch League delay. You know, it happens. These teams dressed. You got to use the bathroom. You got to get something to drink. You know, maybe a beer after the way those first two maps have been going. As Easy Clap have they've had the winds taken out of their sails. I think they were feeling pretty high coming off their 3-0. And maybe this is just the vocal members. I obviously have not been speaking to the whole team, but I know some people were pretty peeved that they weren't seen as the absolute best team in the whole league with the 6 best players coming off their first week. And I think this is a bit closer to the performance we expected. They've been very competitive games. They had chances to win, but they haven't been, you know, head and shoulders above the league like some people were saying after week 1.
Yeah, and then it's a lot of their weaknesses are getting exposed here when they're going up what I would consider a pretty stacked in DPS team in Blabby Sab, Senpai, Freefy, both extremely good at the heroes that they play. Really, just the Senpai guy is when left unmanaged, he will rain destruction.
Yeah,
so Easy Clap gotta have to learn to adapt.
Doing it from something new this map. Saying Albino Joe, I'm gonna give you your own special. Picking the Symmetra.
Oh, wow, you fooled down. Of course that wasn't gonna happen. I was actually just talking about that when you're gone. I thought maybe Albino Joe would pick it. I don't think either team's gonna pick it, and that is so sad. I like Symmetra.
Don't fuck with me. You don't like Symmetra.
I do like Symmetra, dude.
You're that guy that, like, you pick Symmetra, you get to the point, like, you give up your first pick and you start saying something mean to your teammates, aren't you?
No, no, I'm the Symmetra that, like, the round starts and I get picked immediately. I'm only at 30% ult charge. I'm like, yo, it's chill, guys. Just hold.
It's all about false confidence, as we said earlier.
That's what it is.
Alright, so mostly we got the usual coming out of these two teams, so Tracer, Farah coming out, Easy Clap. McCree, Junkrat, Blabby Stabs. Same back front lines to go with it.
Yeah, no wonder he's on that flank again. Goes the alleyway on this Tracer. But Senpai, he's playing footsie with him. He's looking for that flashbang in the close quarters.
Yeah, he drew a lot of attention, but his tanks didn't capitalize trying to establish on the point. They're content to fight it out on this high ground. It's no wonder just finds his way into every angle of the map right now, playing all around the set.
Oh, there he goes.
Down. But his tank's finally going to take the lead. They do get Huckle too, so that could be a big pick to scenario. Albino Joe almost has the Valkyrie available, and there it is. Will he try to find the res? He's coming in, picks up UTech. Looking like Easy Clap. 2 wanna fights run out, but Senpai snipes him out of the air. His Valkyrie down.
Oh man, I gotta give it up to Blabby Stabs. This match, they take such priority of taking Albino Joe out, and that is another time he goes down without getting that second res or really getting any value out of that 20-second Valkyrie.
Yeah, but it didn't matter there because he was able to do enough early as his team is now establishing control on this point, getting pick after pick. Now Sugar Guy does find Huckletune, gets demacked in the after being revacked as Heron trying to find a big fire ult, but he mostly chucks into a Lucio ult, but it didn't matter. He still finds 2. As this is another really awkward long fight here. Now UTech gets the Primal Rage.
Just knocking Senpai around. He's looking for those headshots on those exposed supports, but he's not gonna get at UTech with that Primal Rage.
What a nice push out of No Wonder there. Gets a pick, so that's going to be a long spawn stagger forced out of free feed. And it took a while, but they do capture the point. And now we see Heron establishing up on the high grounds.
Oh, bingo, Senpai. He's looking for maybe a cheeky flashbang in that alley on a Tracer, but he's gonna go down. He does get res though in the middle, a wide open middle of a streets phase in Hollywood. And there it is, killed back over to No Wonder. So Blabby Stabs, they're taking control. They're looking for the contest onto the point.
Yeah, we do see Moira coming out pretty deep from the Mighty Well. Puts out some decent damage in this fight as this cart is steadily being moved forward here by the Clappers.
Yeah, and they actually doubled up on support ults there on Easy Clap. Valkyrie and Coalescence being used. Maybe a potential overkill, but Senpai, he was channeling the Deadeye and doesn't press the button before he goes down. And Thor now, he does lay the self-destruct down on the point, easily dodged.
That was really, really bad out of Thor. As Thor is just wasting time here. I don't know if he's hoping to survive here, but he's just going to force such a deep stagger.
Oh, dude, I know what. Don't kill this guy. Don't kill this guy. Leave him there. Baby Diva in the back. Just don't forget about her.
Yeah, now Shooter Dive Baby Diva actually being forced pretty far. Now Vital Joe going down as well, so maybe not all ideal here. His attack lines are coming out of Free, putting out some really good damage here. And it's going to end up being a reestablish in spite of Thor there. Who I lost track of. I think he died?
Yeah. Yeah, so Free, he switched from the Junkrat over to the Soldier. Reigns in this double hit scan against Heron. I like the adaptation there. Junkrat, it's a very wide open stage here.
No wonder swapping himself over off the Tracer onto the Widowmaker.
Oh, this is huge, actually. This is super big!
And he finds Senpai right away. Gonna force the res out of Huckleton as Widow gonna keep looking up in the sky for picks. Now Free finds Heron, so this is looking good for the dab, but they have a hard time getting up onto that high ground. Free gonna go down to the Widowmaker. A lot of damage being rained down right here. Now Destruct through the Winston going to die as well.
Yep, no wonder it's on this bridge here as Widow. He gets a free shooting range on the defense for Blabby Stabs. Easy clap. They're pushing this one hard through the streets phase, but there might be a second fight here for Blabby Stabs.
Yeah, it's going to be close. Thor being zoned out actually takes a lot of damage there, and I think that's going to be enough for them to give up this second point. But Destructor does not agree with me as he goes in and dies immediately. And Thor going to lose his mech in the process. Just a poorly called contest there, it looks like.
Yeah, I mean, the front line was there, but the DPS, they went down at the tail end of the fight, so they were not able to get there to help support. And yeah, luckily he doesn't get the last spawn, old spawn there for the Winston, so he's going to be back with his team as they try to hold this all-important VIP spot, which has been a real tricky one tonight for the Baddie Overwatch League.
Yeah, but no wonder, maybe one of the best picks for taking this last point with the Widowmaker here. Keep an eye out for him to do something big as UTech is behind enemy lines. They don't know. He's a monkey! He's going to fuck you up! Heron drops the double kill with the Mara ult. UTech not even required as Albino opens flying in his mouth. Senpai looking for something but gets killed before he can find it. This was a disaster for Blabby Stabs.
Yeah.
They're really being reestablished here. They're not pushing aggressively onto the enemy spawn. Widow sight coming out though, so there won't be any surprises here from the defense. But there are still 2 picks taken. By the way, Senpai has swapped over to a Genji as part of this last event. So Genji Tracer coming out. They want to get onto this Widowmaker. They want to get onto these enemy healers. But it might just be too little too late. Is Easy Clap looking in control of this card?
Oh, Huckleton trying to get out, not able to shoot or die, picking up that self-destruct kill, and there it is, a minute 47 left on the clock for Easy Clap.
Liking a lot of the plays out of the offense there. Not a ton of time, but enough time out of Easy Clap.
Yeah, and actually something to take note, when I just said that out loud, Shooter Die with the self-destruct kill, so he's off the Reinhardt, onto the Diva. UTech looked like he was on a Winston there, so they're able to run the full dive front line. Let's see what they pick for their defense.
Shooter Die at least hovering the Diva again, so that's kind of been over the last year his secondary pick, so I'm not shocked to see that, but it does seem like he's playing it much better than he was a split ago.
Yeah,
where
without
he
a
was
doubt.
straight up a liability when he swapped off for Reinhardt. And at least now he is able to follow up with what his team has needed as this Wei Zhang Tower core is slowly but steadily playing like Wei Zhang Tower.
Yeah. I mean, I'm so glad to see Easy Clap come through here and not like get stopped at any point. They actually get it all the way 3 points on the board here in Hollywood. And a minute 47 left. I mean, that's a pretty good push here. They're not out of this. They're not tilted. They know every map win counts. It's a good competitive match.
So we'll not get excited about Senpai hovering this Widowmaker because I am absolutely positive he won't even play it.
Well, here's the angle. He is now. This is now a dick measuring contest against No Wonders Widow. So we'll see here. I think this might be the one up if he is maybe looking for it. Widow, it's on offense here on this first point. It's a little tricky. Sight lines are pretty small, but sometimes it's hard to contest the Widow really because you have to stay on that point.
So we will see, and my reverse caster curse is gonna work. Senpai off the point, 1% on that ult meter. Widow Maker.
Oh yeah.
Gonna come make some widows.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah, you get high. You basically remove everyone off that first high ground if you're using Widow on this offense here. So they do push them back into that cafe area, while the rest of his team goes behind the alleyway, and the headshot on an albino Joe might have just won him the fight.
He dies for it, but it was still definitely going to be worth it. The street guy does get D-Max, so now this is maybe looking rough for the defense. Huckle down as well. No mercies available here in this fight. Just the way God intended, but he made Overwatch. Sword of Ace down 2. So now Mighty Wolf is the sole killer for Easy Clap, and he is being chased down in the cafe. But Moira is one slippery bitch. Is the Mighty Wolf pushing himself on this point? It's him and No Wonder trying to hold this. Senpai makes his way back on. A lot of second wave fighters making it after the burst. That's No Wonder barely clips Senpai with the pulse bomb.
Iron really pulling it through on this soldier. He was uncontested just nearly to the end of the fight there off that cafe high ground on soldier, and using his heal pad, he's able to stick through even without their mercy. The Moira heals are enough from the Mighty Wolf, so some good prowess here from the rookie Mighty Wolf.
Yeah, that was really close to a tick, but unfortunately for them, Blabby Stab's not quite able to get it.
Off the Widow, onto the McCree. Senpai starts it off with the Mighty Wolf, but it's traded back. Oh, make it to the critical. Albino Joe, a potentially risky res there, but able to get his support buddy up.
Yeah, now looking all right. Or Easy Clap here, although Huckleton does get a res on a freebie pretty late. There is a self-destruct coming onto the point out of Shooter Die. Gonna just be a zoning ult, as I actually know Thor finds some pressure. He gets a T-back with his D.Va ults. Sorry, I got the D.Va ults backwards there, as I have been all night, but this is looking good for the defense again, as they're getting a lot of picks here. Not too aggressively. I am so baited by the colors sometimes. I'm sorry.
yeah, but Reefy on this Reaper. Reaper used, I know in the first match a little bit by myself, but maybe used in the second match, if I recall correctly. I know, yeah, TK50 is another resident Reaper player, but Reaper is so good here on offense on Hollywood. It's like the perfect range for him to just do all the damage to those beefy frontliners, and he was pretty influential in taking this first point.
Yeah, it was a nice swap, and now he is sitting on the Death Blossom, so he could be looking for a lot of different places to bring the Jimbo and drop back to action. As Huckleton gonna get pulse bombed. This is a nice push from the offense.
Yeah, well, it takes out Senpai, but he does get taken out, but will Albino Joe go for the risk here? I don't think he will. No, he's...
Yeah, this positioning, this is looking like it's gonna be an all-in fight from these teams, as they're already finding 2 on the defense.
Yep, that's going to be a full regroup required here for Blabby Stabs. But once again, the Blabby Stabs special here. Stacking these ults. Thor is the only one waiting to come online.
Yeah, and it's 70. He's not going to be too far away. Might be able to find the second half of the fight ult if the big one breaks out. But no one under 65% in this entire game. As we do see the lead-in Lucio ult coming up from Sword and Mace here to start things.
Oh, Death Blossom in the middle here, but I think the Water gets eaten up, and no one really close to take the damage from the Death Blossom that Deadeye from Senpai takes out the Pharah in the sky for Easy Clap, but the Valkyrie is popped for both of these teams. The Moths are flying around. They're looking for some Swatters, but they're not going to get them.
Yeah, Shooter Guy played this really far. There comes Heron, dropping a rock Perez. Right on top of the car, takes out both of the healers. And now this is looking good for the Clap. As Thor dropping a self-destruct once again, trying to make a player at least buy some time. If he's committed to the stall out, he's going to be able to buy a lot of time here. But he is going to have to flee, it looks like.
Wow, that's actually huge for Easy Clap. They fought off the 6 ult combo from Blabby Stabs. I mean, sure, they used a lot of ults themselves, but I think their ultimate economy is going to bounce back a little bit sooner.
Yeah, it looks like it'll be slightly sooner. No wonder with the first one, obviously not the biggest one, but they have a lot of guys already at the halfway point. Although Thor gets picked early.
Oh! There it is. an ult that impacts the pulse bomb taking out Huckleton's Mercy.
No wonder telling me to politely fuck myself with that comments. As this is going to be another hold for Easy Clap, and this timer is starting to tick away for Blabby's dabs.
Yeah, this is where the worry sets in. This is where the false confidence is very much needed for the blue team. The Blabby Stabs teams on the offense, and now they're going to route it a little bit differently. They're going alleyway. They're going to go around. It's not about getting out to the point, but rather killing the defense and then pushing the cart.
Hook out a Destructive D, going to be a whip there. As Senpai goes down, that's the ult available, taken off the board. Huckletune down as well, so once again, good for Easy Clap here, and they're not having to use ults to do it.
Yeah, and there's another retreat.
And this is an ult economy that's now going to get a very explosive place out of these teams. Albino Joe not really getting any value out of that resurrect there. Is a nice push coming out from Easy Clap here.
Oh, Easy Clap. They're making some small mistakes. They're pushing in. They're getting aggressive. They're like, yeah, we have the numbers. We have that 64. But they get a little too aggressive. 2 members go down. And so they're able to get the payload around the spend. But the ult economy for both teams is going to be very explosive. 40 seconds left. Thor throwing that self-destruct. Picks up 2.
They were just staring at it. It felt like, oh no!
Oh.
Shooter Guy gonna try to match with his self-destruct, but he won't find anything there. He's just stalling out time on the cart, although that is still very valuable in this position. But I don't think it's gonna be enough, as he doesn't have anyone that can get there in time. As Winston's actually gonna be jumping in.
Oh, Senpai takes out Heron before he can get off that rocket barrage. It looks like Easy Clap, they want to keep fighting this. I don't know how many ults they're going to commit, though. I mean, the point's already capped for Blabby Stabs, actually, so they just got to get out of there.
Albino Joe going down as this fight kind of tails out. Freaky going to nice damage on the chase, and that's actually 3 picks in favor of the dabs. Only a minute 20 remaining, but they have some good momentum finally going their way.
Oh, that's huge. That's when you want Lelucio on your team. Sword and Mace amps it up and gets his team in there, and they pick up those stagger kills. So it's Easy Clap.
Reefy went for a really aggressive jump up to the ledge there, and he's going to lose his life for it. Now a rocket barrage coming out kind of far back, but it finds 2. Looking good for Easy Clap here.
Yeah, one of those being the Mercy. So this is a lost fight. This is done. This is a done-so deal. Easy Clap push him all the way back to spawn. 45 seconds left for the dabs.
Yeah, and now Easy Clap here only have to hold for 1 more fight. They've already won on the time bank, but they don't want to push this to an additional round. They want to take the win here. Don't have any big ults available though, just the Monkey and the Moira available. Whereas a lot of ults are close for Blabby Stabs. This could turn into a big fight for them fast if they find an early pick.
Yeah, oh there it is, Huckleton goes down, that is huge!
Oh, that's so big.
Potentially the map lost there for Blabby Stabs. Let's see how they can recover. They still have 5 ultimates.
Yeah, they have to commit these properly. As this is the last fight. Sword Mason drops his ult, hits everyone but Freefy with it.
Coalescence trying to dissuade the whole Hawk that's slowly pushing the point forward, but Freefy, he gets the critical on the Albino Joe.
And Freefy putting out a lot of damage here too. Huckletune has rejoined the fight by now, and this is actually looking good for Blabby Stabs. They're not pushing to the spawn, but it might not matter. They have to take out this Tracer, as no wonder is doing a perfect job of buying time for his team to skip it. Now a Tank and a Pharah have joined him on top of this cart. They lose 2 of them, but that now finally no wonder finally goes down. Albino Joe coming out, he will not be able to get a res off here. He's just buying time, but it won't be enough. And Blabby Stabs once again almost through in the clutch. As here comes a defensive diva ult. It finds 2. Will that be enough? No, it won't be. Blabby Stabs again come through in the clutch. And we're taking Hollywood to round 2.
Well, yeah, round, I guess Overwatch Live is at round 3. But yeah, I know it got what you mean. It's an overtime success there for Blabby Stabs. Man, Easy Clap, they might be a little upset with themselves. They're taking out Huckletune in that very last fight. Surely put him in a good spot, but I guess the 5 ultimates overpower everybody. And Freefy, once again, just running amok on this Reaper.
Yeah, he was very big, and now if Blabby Stabs want to secure themselves a draw here, he's going to probably need to be big again. As not perfect, obviously. Blabby Stabs finished the push in overtime, so they cannot win Hollywood.
They can only draw, yeah.
Tonight to draw.
Yep. It's all on a minute 47 here for Easy Clap. What kind of strategies are they going to pull out? So, you know, the strategy changes, right? So when you first start the map on offense, you get however many minutes. I don't know, I think it's 4 minutes standard for a point unlock. And really, this is just one tick, right? They don't have to cap the whole thing. Pretty sure.
Correct. One ticket
Yeah,
to win.
yeah. So I mean, the strategies are different, right? Cheese becomes a viable option. You know,
Yeah.
creative strategies.
And a lot of the times, creative strategies are great at winning you one fight when it catches somebody off guard. Well,
Yeah.
one fight's big when it's half the fights remaining in the game.
Yeah, exactly. So, but it looks like they're not really doing anything too creative, too crazy. Everyone's really on their comfort picks here.
Yeah, not too surprised. They just keep sticking with what they've been playing all night as we see a nice back alley approach coming out of Easy Clap here in the last man. And they're gonna do it finally.
They're doing it.
Giving up the 30. And they caught that with their hands down. Blabby's death. We've done this to you on land. But they all turn anyways. But it might not matter. There is no good damage going out of Easy Clap. They give up the first pick. Heron's Mara down, Shooter Die's mech is down, Albino Joe and now Shooter Die himself are down, and they need to reset this fight and go for the next one.
Maybe not. I mean, they're still back here. They're either trying to die or stay alive. I'm not sure, but there they go. Now they finally die. 54 seconds left. Yeah.
Fortunately for them, it won't be close enough on time to matter there. They will have plenty of time for a full setup here, as long as they don't give up any bad picks here.
Yeah, but I mean, the one fight, though, for Blabby Stabs puts him in an alright spot for ult charge, a lot of 70% or more. So you can expect to maybe get some ults online for Blabby Stabs near the tail end of this last fight.
Here we go. Pulse Bomb coming out for one of the few times tonight, does not find anyone.
Yep, Heron in the sky, damage boosted by Albino Joe. Sounding Barrier comes to her, self-destruct, pushes everybody off the point! Senpai with the open range, Deadeye picks off everybody, and there's 13 seconds left and counting, and that will surely be it. Mighty Wolf, the only one left alive. Mega Shooter Die as well, but it doesn't matter. Blabby Stabs with the 3-0 over Easy Clap.
Yeah, and that just feels like the story of the night. When the fights come down to the end, Blabby Stabs always finds a way to draw out the win, even though it was quite literally drawing out the draw there. Blabby's dabs always barely coming out ahead. And Heron, did he get all 3 play of the games tonight?
No wonder got 1 or 2 actually. But yeah, Heron once again, a Rocket Barrage, a solid 2K, take a Mercy and a Star McCree kill any day.
Yeah, and that honestly feels like the story of the match for Heron, is he found 1 or 2 big ults every game, but ultimately not as much impact as we saw out of him last week, where he was just gigantic for Easy Clap. And that was a big part of the difference between a 3-0 and an 0-2-1. As Blabby's Dabs looking even better than they did in week 1, now maybe looking like the strongest team in the league.
Yeah, a very good case put forth.
But we'll have 8 more weeks to figure that out for sure, guys. So thank you if you've been watching, if you've been playing, and we will catch you next week. Same time, same place for week 3. Good night.
Bye-bye.